The Republican Party is at a crossroads. With Democrats in control of the White House and both houses in Congress, the party may need a new strategy. The new RNC chairman, Michael Steele, recently called for a rebranding of the party. Will this attract more voters, especially young people?
This is my wall collage up here. I got the 5-foot Sarah Palin from CPAC a couple weeks ago.
Wayne Duma, originally from Valparaiso University, is currently in the Washington semester program at American University.
And then at CPAC, I got Ann Coulter's book, Guilty. And I was actually, her book signing started at 1. I was in line at 11. I was the second person. And she signed it for me. Very lovely woman. I got the Bush calendar next to the Hooter Girls. Going against what I believe, but there's a lot that young Republicans, probably to get more of them, you'd have to move more to the center politically. Things like gay rights, things like gay marriage, things like abortion. A lot of younger people tend to be more liberal on those aspects, and so to get more young Republicans, I guess they would have to move more toward the center. At the same time, I don't agree with that, but that would be smart for them politically.
This is one of my shirts that says "Enjoy Capitalism." It's something that we don't really get to enjoy very much anymore because we're trying to turn it into big government.
Kimberly Mugalian, a semester student from Lafayette College, is now a libertarian, a party that is conservative in economics but socially liberal.
This was in the Washington Post. It was put out by Cato. They're a pretty libertarian organization. And I can read it. It says, "There is no disagreement that we need action by our government, a recovery plan that will help to jumpstart the economy." And this was said by Barack Obama while he was president-elect. And this says, "With all due respect, Mr. President, that is not true." And it's signed by a bunch of economists, and it explains why his Keynesian policies aren't going to work. Yeah, there definitely are a lot of young people moving towards the libertarian movement. It's a pretty young movement, and a lot of people are tired of seeing the Republicans say they're going to vote a certain way, and then they don't. Like, they say they're not necessarily supposed to vote traditionally for a stimulus bill, and you saw quite a few, like 3 or 4 Republicans that voted for that bill. And a lot of people are tired of the Republicans saying they're going to do one thing and then they're doing another thing. So that makes the libertarian movement pretty popular.
I also grew up in a very liberal town, a college town. So I was really the lone Republican in my school growing up. So I kind of like that.
Luke Krause, president of the AU College Republicans, says open discussion will draw in more voters, especially young people.
I mean, on campus at American University, I think we have a lot of debates with the Democrats. And I think it's a great forum just to show people the competing views. A lot of people, because they're in college and because of who they hang out with, kind of default to the Democratic Party. So I think these kind of events show people that there is another side, there's another way to look at issues. So I think these are important things for young Republicans to do.
It remains to be seen whether the GOP can muster enough support in the face of Obama's high opinion polls. In the end, what may work is not playing to the crowd, but convincing voters why conservative values are needed right now. For multimedia production, there's been Patricio Chili.